Now if I enter the game scene again, so look, the energy has been consumed. Yeah, hello friends, welcome. In this video, we are going to learn on how to implement an energy system in our Godot project. So generally, the energy system are implemented in mobile games or Android games, where at the start of the game you will be provided with certain amount of energy, and once you start playing the game, and yeah, the energy will be consumed, and if all the energies are consumed, then you won't be able to play the game. So we are going to implement that kind of system in our Godot project, and it's very useful for Godot made Android games where you want to utilize the energy system, so that once the player runs out of the energy, you can give them an option of watching an ad, so that they can refill the energy. Yeah, so for that kind of system, most of the time Android games have that kind of system for showing the ads and getting out the cash from the users by showing them the ads. So let's make that system where first of all we will provide certain amount of energy to the users, and once they start playing the game or they start the game, then a certain amount of energy will be consumed, and if all the energy is consumed, then they will have to watch ad or do something by the energy refill item with certain coins, so that they can play the game again. So we will make that system. So let's start. First of all, let me show you what I have in the project. So it has got nothing. Yeah, this is just a fancy wallpaper. So look, so this is my main menu. Yeah, it's a control type, and we have a texture rect. So where we have the texture of the subway surf, and I've got a button to start the game. Yeah, and I've got the game scene where I've got the similar kind of texture rect, and I even have got a little bit of a UI already made here for the energy system. So this is the energy. Yeah, that's 15, and the maximum energy is 60. Right now the current energy of the user is 15. Yeah, it's just shown in the level only, and this is the icon, and this is the plus button where you might when a user clicks, you might want to show a pop-up so that they can watch an ad. Yeah, or you can do anything with this plus button. Yeah, so, and I've got a back button also in the game scene, and that's it, and nothing else. So let me show you what does my game do. Yeah, the game doesn't do anything actually. So this is the first main menu, and if I click on the start, you will be directed to this game scene, and when we start the game scene, then we will make a system where the energy will be consumed, and once every energy is consumed, then we might have to show a pop-up so that the user knows the energy is down. So we'll make that system. So right now the back button also doesn't work, this plus button also doesn't work, and we'll make everything now. Yeah, so let's start. First of all, let's make the energy system. Okay, for that we will be storing all the data about the energy in global script. So let's make a global script first, or an autoload, if you guys know about global or autoload. So we will have to make a script which will load by itself once we run the game. Yeah, we don't have to attach it with a scene or something like that. So let's make that script first. Okay, so I've got this main res folder. This is our root folder, and everything is right now in here. Yeah, so it's just for the demo, that's why I placed everything here. Yeah, the images and the scenes also and scripts also in the same folder. So let's make a global script for storing all about the energy system. So let me just click in my root folder res and right click and create new script. So I will call this script game state. Okay, global game state, global global underscore game underscore state, state state. Great, let's create. Okay, I think we have created it. Yeah, here is it. So let me open it. Okay, so right now in the script we have got nothing much. Yeah, it extends the node and we have got the function underscore ready and function underscore process, and that's it. So let's make some variables for the energy system. Yeah, and for writing the code I will just use a sample project that will help me to write everything about the energy system. Okay, so let me go to my sample project and let's grab this variables, copy, and let's get back here in our global game state script and paste it and save it. And let me explain you everything here now. So I will just make a variable called current energy. So it will be of an integer type, and we will just initialize with a value 60. Okay, at first at the start of the game they will have 60 energy. Next we'll make a max energy variable also. So this will be the maximum amount of energy that a player can have. Yeah, so it's also a 60. And next another variable, automatic energy increment per minute. So this is a variable that will store the value of energy that is to be increased automatically every minute. So in the energy system you will have a timer that will just shoot out certain kind of function, so that we will have to increase the energy every minute. Yeah, so that kind of, for that kind of system we will store that amount also. And next another variable, energy increment per ad. So if we want the user to be shown ad, if they want to refill their energy, for that system we will be utilizing this variable to add certain amount of energy once they watch the ad. Okay, so that value will be 30 for now. And another variable is energy cost per game. So we will have to decrease the energy also when they play the game. Okay, so that cost I just made it to 15. And next is the last energy update time. So this will store a time. Okay, so right now we have initialized it with 0, but it will store the actual time. Okay, and we will just be calculating that time difference, so that we might have to update the energy value also. So that's why we have just a variable that will store the last energy update time. So this will be used when a user just closes our game. Yeah, and if they open the game again for after about half an hour or after a day, then we might have to calculate that difference in time, so that we have to update the energy or increment the energy, as our game will have to increase the energy per minute. Yeah, it will just add energy per 1 minute. That's why we might want to save that time when the user closed or when the last energy was updated. And the last variable that we are going to create is the energy timer. So it's a type timer, so we have to create a timer where we have to run that timer in a repeated fashion, so that once the timer times out, we might have to increase the energy amount also. Yeah, so that's why we have created the energy timer also. So these are the variables that we might want for our energy system, and next we might want other things also. So let's get back to my sample project and let's grab some of the codes. And next one I would like to grab is the path. So a constant and a signal also. Let me just grab it, copy, and let me paste it to my project here, and the global game state. So this is a constant path. So if you guys have saved your game data previously in your Godot project, then you might know this kind of path here. So if you haven't, then this is new for you. So we can save any kind of data in our game that will persist throughout the game if the user closes also. Yeah, so this is the path of the data that we are going to save. Okay, because we might have to save our current energy, maximum energy. We don't have to save the maximum energy, but we might have to save last energy update times, like that. Yeah, these kind of variables need to be just persisted even the game closes. That's why now we need to save our data in certain memory of the phone or a computer. That's why we need to save it. Yeah, so for saving the data, we use this path. So user is // and you just give a name to your file. Okay, and this is one of the file type that we can save. Okay, that the .crg is a type of file. So I will save all the data in save game data.crg. Okay, and this is the path to save the data. And next, another is a signal that I will fire when I update the energy. Okay, so this is the energy updated signal that will be used when we update the energy. And next, for other functions, let's go back to my sample project and let me grab a function first. This one, load game state. Okay, let me just copy it and let me get back to my project, and here paste the function, and let me tell you what this function does. So load game state function will actually load the saved datas, yeah, that persist in the game. And I made a system where I read the file first. Yeah, so if file access that file exists, that save path means this path exists. Okay, then we have to read that file. Okay, so we just read that file in here. So we create a variable called file, and we just read that file like this. Okay, file access dot open, and this is the path where the file is, and we are going to read the file using file access dot read. Okay, and everything will be in this file variable now. And after that, we will create another variable called save underscore data, and that will be equated with file.get bar. Okay, so this file.get bar will get all the variables that are stored in that file. And next, we will be storing current energy and last energy update time for our energy system. So for that, we have to load the saved energy value and the last energy update time like this. Okay, so what do we do is, so our current energy, so right now we have initialized it with 60, but during the game it might be decreased. Yeah, and that's why we have to save that current energy like this way. Okay, we haven't saved it, we need to load it, so I will just paste the function to save it also. So we will get the data from here. So we will be saving the data using this keyword current underscore energy, and we have just loaded the current energy using .get function. Okay, so if we have a current energy value, then we will just assign that value to our variable current underscore energy. So if we don't have that value, then we will just assign a maximum energy. Okay, so the maximum energy value is 60. That's what we have done here. And next is last energy update time. So we have to get last energy update time also. So we have done similar thing here. So if we have got the last energy update time, then we will just assign that value to this last energy update time variable. So if we haven't got the last energy update time, then we will just assign a current time. Okay, by using this function time.get unix time from system. So this will just provide us a current time of the phone. And next, if the path exists, then this will be executed. Yeah, so if the path does not exist, that means we have just the user has first time opened the game or the project, then we will not have any kind of things like this, cause the path will not exist. Yeah, so if the path does not exist, then we might have to initialize those kind of data ourselves. So we have done it using like this. Yeah, so energy, current energy equal to maximum energy. We have set the current energy to maximum amount if they have just opened the game for the first time, and also last energy update time, we have just changed it to the current time. Okay, so I have also used an int variable so that it's an integer value also. And that's it. Yeah, so that's the load game state function that we will be using. And next, let's get back to my sample project, and let me just grab another function that's for the saving the game states. Copy, and let's get back here and paste it. Paste. So this is for saving the variables of our energy system. So we create a variable called save underscore data, and we just make a dictionary here. So first of all, the key will be current underscore energy, and it will be having the value of current energy. And next, the last energy update time, and it will be the value of last energy update time. And this variable will be saved like this. Okay, so we create a file, and it is equated to file access.open, and the save path is given here. Okay, and it will be saved in this file, save game underscore data.cfg file, and we just write to the file using this keyword file access.write. Okay, and after that the file need to call this for storing our data like this. Okay, file.store underscore var, and we are going to store this save underscore data variable in that file. And that's how we save our energy system values. And to load our energy system values, we use load game state. To save our energy system values, current energy system values, we use save underscore game underscore function. Okay, and next, let me go back to the sample project, and let's start from here. This. Okay, consume energy on game start. So let me just copy this function, copy, get back to my project and paste it out here, paste, save it. And what does it do? Look, so as the name implies, it will just consume the energy when we start the game. Okay, so this function we need to call when we start the game, and it will also return a bool type value, so that we know if we have to consume the energy, or if we don't have the energy, that much of energy, then we might need to prevent a user from playing the game. So look here in the logic. So if current underscore energy is greater than or equal to energy cost per game, so our energy cost per game is 15. So if our current energy is greater than 15, that means 16, 17, 30 or whatever, yeah, it should be greater. So if it's greater or equal to energy cost per game, then we will just decrease that our current energy by 15, or the energy cost per game, yeah. And after that, we have modified our energy, current energy. We will save that data also, like using this function save underscore game underscore state. So our current energy will be decreased, yeah. And the next thing is we return true. That means our energy is consumed, then we can play the game. But if our current energy is not greater than or equal to energy cost per system, that means if our energy cost per system is 15 and we have less than that amount of current energy, that means if we have only 10 amount of energy there, but we want 15 energy per game, then we might not be able to play that game. Okay, for that we will just return false, and we will check this value so that we can let the player go inside the game, or inform them their energy is too low. So that's the function, what it does, yeah, the consume energy on game start. And next let's get back to the sample project and just copy a couple of functions from here. Copy, get back to our project and paste it here, and let me explain you everything here now. Okay, first of all, refill energy per ad. So if all the energy is consumed, then a user might want to play the game again. So what do? We just ask them if they watch ad, then we will refill their energy bar, yeah. For that we will use a function called refill energy from ad. Okay, and we'll do the similar things. First of all, we just add the current energy, our current energy with energy increment per ad. So how much energy we need to increase, we'll increase that amount of energy per ad. And after that, to prevent the current energy going beyond the maximum energy, so we use this logic. If the current energy becomes greater than maximum energy, we'll just make it value to maximum energy. Okay, so for example, if we added certain amount of energy to our current energy and it becomes more than 60, but our maximum amount of energy that is allowed is 60, but somehow it becomes 65, then we will check here, and if it's 65 and it's greater than maximum energy, then we will just equate it with 60, so that our current energy won't get beyond the maximum energy value. And after that, what do? We save the game state, and here you might also want to emit some kind of signal, so that you can give a signal to other game scenes that their energy has been refilled, and you might want to update the UIs, or just give a signal to user. Okay, so you might want to do that thing also here, but for the sake of this project or the tutorial, I will not do anything right now. And next one, the function we have pasted is the set of energy timer. So we need to create a timer also, yeah. So we have the timer here, so we need to set up the timer. So to make the timer, what do is, so we have already got the energy timer variable, so we create a new timer here. And after that, we add that timer to our root node. Okay, the game state root node, add child, yeah, using this function, add child function. And after that we also set and the wait time. Okay, we will just set it to 60 seconds, that means 1 minute, as we have made the automatic increment system per minute. Okay, so we will increase the our energy by 1 every minute. For that, okay, we have made the wait time to 60 seconds. And next, energy timer dot one shot equal to true. So I made this energy timer just one shot, that it will just repeat 1 times, and we will have to check it again, and we will have to restart again. Okay, so I made it 1 shot. And after that I also made it auto start, so it will start automatically, but I think I will just use a restart keyword to start the timer also. And next one is energy timer that connect. So we will connect the timeout signal with this function that we have yet to made. Okay, update underscore energy underscore based on time passed. So we will have to make this function. So let's make this function. Okay, for that I already have made the function in the sample project. I'll just paste the function. So this is the function. Let me just copy it, and let's get back to our project, and let me paste it here. Paste. Great. And let's see what does it do. Okay, update energy based on time passed. So what does it do? First of all, we'll create a variable called current time, and we will just pass a current time using this function time.get unix time from the system. So it will just provide us the current time of the system, and we will just pass it or save it in the current time variable. And after that we might have to convert that time into minutes. Okay, so before that we just calculate how much time is passed from the last energy update time. Okay, so we have already stored the last energy update time. Then we will just check the difference between the current time and the last energy update time, yeah, like this. So this time.get unix time from system gives us the time in seconds, and just we will just calculate the difference between the last energy update time and the current time. And next what do we do is we'll just save it to the time passed seconds variable. Okay, and then after that we will convert this time passed seconds variable to minute, like this. Okay, we will create another variable called time passed minutes, and we'll just convert that time passed seconds to minute by using this formula. Okay, if we divide the seconds by 60, it is converted to minute. Okay, so on that we can increment the energy, as we have defined automatic energy increment per minute. That's why we have converted that time in seconds to minute. Okay, and next we calculate how much energy we want to add. Okay, so by doing this, okay, so we just calculate the time passed in minutes. After that we multiply it with energy increment per add. So if the time passed is 2, then 2 into 1, so we made this value 1 here and above here. So energy increment per minute is 1. So if the time passed minutes is in 2, then 2 into 1 equal to 2, then the energy to be added will be 2. Okay, so energy to be added variable will contain that amount of energy that's to be added based on the time we calculated. And after that what do we do is we just equate the variable our current energy like this. Okay, so we increase the energy like this. current energy plus energy to be added. Okay, so if the energy to be added comes out to be 2, then our current energy, if it's 15, then it will be 15 plus 2 equal to 17. Okay, and sometimes if energy to be added will be very more, yeah, sometimes the user might have just close the app for about a day. That means after about a day it will be more than 60, okay, energy to be added, but our maximum energy is 60 only. So for that we have used the minimum function so that if our current energy plus energy to be added becomes more than 60, we'll just add 60, only 60 to our current energy. Okay, and next what have we done is we update the energy update time here also. Okay, like this, last energy update time equals to current time. So we have got the current time from here, so we just updated our last energy update time like this. And after that we also emitted the signal, our energy updated signal that we created here in the top. Look, yeah, so we just emit that signal so that we will update the UI of our energy also. And after that we also saved these variables to persist our data. Yeah, once anyone closes the app, then it needs to persist. That's why we saved our energy system values like this. So it will save what? So it will save current energy and last energy update time. And the last thing is this energy update based on time function will be executed once the timer times out, and the timer times out in 60 seconds. And after 60 seconds when this function gets executed, at last we'll start that timer again. Okay, because we have made it once or two true, that's why we have to start the timer again. So I used this function to start the timer, energy timer dot start. And I think that's it for our energy system. Let me just go to my sample project and let's see if I have anything left to be copied. Nothing. Okay, that's great. So let's me get back to my project. And after that, so when in the underscore ready function we might need to just call some of the functions. Yeah, so let me go here in the underscore ready function, and at the start of the game we might have to load the game stats. Okay, so let's load load game state. So in the game state we will load the current energy and the last energy update time if it's saved. Yeah, and after we have loaded the game state, we might have to start the timer also. Yeah, so to start the timer, which function is it? Oh, first of all we need to set up the timer. Yeah, so let's set up the energy timer so that it will start increasing our energy based on per minute. So set up as CT, set up energy timer. And after we have set up the energy timer, so it will automatically start because we have made auto start to true. Yeah, and let's call this function also. Yeah, once we start the game, so this function will be called every second also, but we will just call it once we start the game also, so that to update the energy. Yeah, sometimes the user have closed the app and they want to start the app and they need to be updated about their energy system. Yeah, by calculating the last energy update time. That's why we just call this function in the ready function to copy it and paste here, save. So our energy system has been done. Yeah, it's complete. Let's save it. So it's saved in the global game state, So we will make this global game state script of global as well, or the autoload. So let's make it autoload. For that, let's go to the project settings, and in your globals, I am already in the globals tab. So here let's just search our script. So this is our script, global underscore game underscore state. Click it and let's open it. Great. So the node name will be global game state. Each word's first letter capital like this, and let me just click on the add, and here we have made the autoload. Okay, global variable enabled, global game state. So we will be able to access the variables and functions of this global game state script. Now close it, and that's it. Save it. Great. And done. So let's me just run the project right now. So it happens nothing right now. Yeah, we haven't made any change in these scenes. So if I click on the start, we'll see the game scene here, and I can do nothing right now. Here also nothing, this one also not. So let's make some changes in here, and let's update this energy system as well in the game scene. So let me go to the game scene. Where is it? 2D. Okay, we are already in the game scene, and we haven't any thing attached for the game scene. So let's make the script for our game scene. Create game underscore scene. Okay, good. Save it first. And first of all, what do we want to do is, once we enter the game scene, we have to consume the energy. Yeah, so let's consume the energy. For that, let's call global global game state, the autoload that we just made, dot consume energy on game start. Yeah, this function. So we will consume the energy, and this function actually returns a boolean value. Yeah, so let's do like this. If, and inside this if, we'll just make condition here like this. So if this boolean value is true, then we will print energy consumed. Else, what do we want to print? You can't enter the game. Can't enter the game. Please refil fill your ERG by energy. So for the sake of this tutorial, I'll just print it out, but for you guys to make implement it in your own project, you might have to show these things in the pop-up. Okay, especially this thing once you want to start the game, and if you don't have the enough energy, then you might have to show a pop-up indicating that please refill the energy, or your energy has been down, like that. Save it, and it will just consume the energy. Next, what do we want to do? So let's see if the energy is consumed or not. Yeah, so let me just play, and let's insert a scene, game scene, and it says energy consumed, but how much energy do we have? It doesn't reflect. Yeah, so let's make this dynamic, this level. Okay, the energy consumed level. So let me go to the 2D here, and here, so I've got this level that right now I'm just hard coded it with this value. Okay, 15 by 60, but we will make it dynamic now. Okay, so the name is level. So let me go to the script, and here let's drag this level, the energy level, and let's update this level here. So let's make a function func update underscore energy underscore label level, and here I'm just going to write label level dot text text equals to, and we are going to get a global game state dot current energy. So, and we have to make it to a string. Actually it's an integer, that's why str. Okay, let's convert this integer into a string. Great. And let's add it with a slash, and after that plus, and again a function, string function, and in your global global game state dot max energy. So it will show the maximum energy at last and the current energy at first. Save it, and I think that's it. And let's call the energy update energy level in our ready function here. updat update energy level. Save it, and let's see. Now click on the green flag, and let me just start the game. So we have actually got the 32 energy, and the maximum energy is 60. Yeah, that's great. Now let's implement something. So we have got 30 right now. Yeah, so if I go back, so I cannot get back here. So let me just fix this button issue so that I can get back to my main menu again. For that I've got this button here, look, this back button here. So let me connect a signal inside my game scene script. Press signal, let me just connect it. Okay, I've connected the back button press signal, and I would like to go to main menu. For that get underscore tree dot change scene to file, this main menu. Okay, great. I think I can go back to the main menu now. So let's play our project. So this is the main menu. If I start the game, so look, our game scene has consumed the energy before it was 32 and right now it's 18 only. So let me get back. Okay, now if I enter the game scene again, so look, the energy has been consumed. Yeah, 15 energy. Last time it was 18 and now it's just a 3. And now if I just and look here, it says energy consumed, and now if I just press start game, it says you cannot enter the game, please refill your energy. Yeah, it says this, but for you guys to implement it, you might have to here add here a pop-up. Yeah, and you have to stop the gameplay scene also, so that they cannot play the game once so their energy system is low. That's why. And let's make another thing. So if I click on the plus button, let's increase the energy. Yeah, so we will make this, or we will just assume this plus button as watching an ad. So if they watch an ad, we might have to increase their energy. So let's do that. For doing that, so let me go to the 2D scene here, and let me just click in this plus icon. So this is a texture button, add energy button. So let's connect a signal with our script from here. Go to the nodes, click on the press signal, connect the signal like this. Okay, on add energy button pressed. So when we press the add energy button, we need to add energy to our current energy. So we have already made the function, we just need to call that function. global game state dot add, what was the function name? So let me go back to the global game state and let's see if we have a function of that kind or not. Okay, we have refill energy from add. Okay, this function will do it. So let's get back to our main scene. So let's call it refil, refill energy per ad. Great. And once we have refilled the energy, we might want to update the energy level also. So let me update here, call update energy level here, so that we can see in real time if the energy is updated or not. So let me just play the scene again, and let me just click on the start button. So right now the energy is 5, the energy hasn't been consumed, so it says you cannot enter. Yeah, actually we could not have entered, but we haven't made that kind of implementation, but we have made the implementation of this plus button. So if we press it, it will just mimic ad watching, and it will increase our energy system or energy. Let's see, click on the press, look, so we have increased by 30, so the energy has been increased by 30. And that's it. And next one, I have to show you something also. So energy also increases every minute. Yeah, so right now it's 35, so let's wait for about a minute so that we can see a 36, so that you guys can be sure that it will also increase, yeah, with that timer. So let's wait for about a just 1 minute, and let's see if it actually increases to 36 or not. So let's just keep on waiting and waiting, and I think it won't increase, but cause we haven't connected a signal. Okay, so let's connect a signal first. We will not see it increase like this cause we haven't connected a energy update signal. So let's connect energy update signal from this global game state. Yeah, so it has a signal called energy updated, and we have actually emitted the signal here from here, energy update.emit, updated.emit. so once the timer has timed out, yeah, it will increase the energy. We might have to connect this signal. Okay, so let me go to the game scene, and here let me connect the signal. So I will just call the global game state dot and connect the signal. First of all, let me just write the signal name. The signal name was energy by energy. Here it is updated dot, and after that connect connect, and I will connect that signal to this function energy level. Okay, update energy level. Copy it, paste it here, and now if this energy updated signal is arrived in here, then it will call this function, and we will see an update in our energy level. Save it, and I think we are able to see now. So let's see, let me just play the game, start, and right now it's 22. Now let's wait for about just 1 minute, and we will be able to see it change to 23. Let's see. Okay, let's wait for a minute. I think we have passed about 10 seconds. Let me just start my timer in the mobile phone just to confirm. Stopwatch start. Okay, now I think within 30 seconds we will see the number change to 23. So let's see. Look, it has changed to 23. Yeah, so that means our timer has been working also. And that's the energy system, guys. That's how we implement, or generally I implement an energy system in my Android games. And I hope you like this video, and you are able to make your own energy system in your game also. So thank you guys. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe my channel, and I'll see you next time in the next video. Thank you guys.